Evening all, this is the Hawk. So what I want to tell you tonight is I want to respond to some of the comments that have been made by these racist people in South Africa regarding this training by the, what do they call themselves, Black Central Forum and the African National Congress Youth Movement. We find it rather strange why you need to be training for your revolutionary land grabs. And when you get criticism, you always blame the white man. I heard a comment today where this person stated that the settlers and the land thieves. Well, let's put that in perspective. First of all, land thieves. The land was either bought by treaty, by money, by cows, or by a bank. Nobody raped your woman. The only rapists are you. This insidious, racist, using white people for your excuses is now becoming ridiculous. We're well aware of what you're trying to do. Black Central Forum. Who are you? Suddenly you want to be famous. You talk about Zuma, the rapist, the thief, the criminal. We also know that his son is funding you. Suddenly you're backing this guy and you're talking about black pride. And it shows you how narrow-minded you are to use racism, and every single time you never blame the politicians who have stolen all the money. Hence, right now, Al Jazeera stated in the last few days that the coffers of the government are empty. The ANC doesn't have money to pay the municipalities anymore. That's why all the workers don't have any money. That's why they're rioting in the streets. So now you blame the white man for 25 years of black rule, where they've stolen even the treasury, that there's nothing left. Now they can't pay the workers, the utility workers, the municipality workers. They don't have money. Some of the police haven't even been paid. And you blame white people? And you want to take them to the shooting range? Who is Tina Swanepoel? A white guy teaching you guys? What does that tell you? I heard a guy say today, why does a white man train to, he's being trained by Israeli special forces or British or Americans? You know why? Because you go to a farm with 6 to 8 different people and you take on old people and you rape 80-year-old women, or you cut their father's eyelids off so you can watch, so he can watch them rape and molest and sodomize these children. That's why they train. They're not doing this for revolution. If you want a revolution, we'll give you one. And you won't win. I promise you. Believe me, if I come there, you will not win. This is a warning now. This is no promise. I'm telling you. Continue down this road. I'm had enough. To all the moderate blacks in South Africa, remember something. I will make sure that we cut you off from every single thing that is out there. You will have nothing. We will burn all the farms to the ground. We will kill all the animals. We will blow up everything that there is, everything. And in the end, when we leave, you'll have nothing. Nothing. Do you want that? And we'll cut your financial systems off. completely from the rest of the world. Continue down this road. The whites do not want war. They just want to be left in peace. They want to work just like you do. They want to make money just like you do. They just want to go to school, take their kids to school just like you do. But these people, like Zuma's son, Ramaphosa, these criminals, these insidious, inciting Malema. Look at Malema. His wife's living in a very nice house, stolen from money that came from the VBC bank. That was the Goko's money. And yet you blame the white people? This is not about white people. This is about criminals who are in the government. To all the municipality workers out there, where's your money? Is it the white man that took your money? Quit with the racism. To the African Congress youth thing, revolutionary training, guerrilla warfare, how to shoot a gun. Are you for real? What's the purpose? You can't even answer when they ask you these questions. And then you have people say, oh, the only reason they're doing that is because of the land thieves, the white land thieves. Well, let's put it to you like this. I challenge the hawk. I challenge every single politician in South Africa and every racist asshole out there that wants to call me a land thief or anybody in South Africa land thieves. Meet us international court. Bring your history. Bring your treaties. Bring your proof. You're too cowardly to do it, but you're quick to call people and incite people because you're cowards. You've never been fired at before. You use crowds. You shout and you toy. But when the time comes for war, remember what I'm telling you, because you will remember my name. You are going down a road you do not want to win. You do not want to go down this road. I promise you this. And yes, the white men are trained. All of them. They're asking you to go away. Stop this. You have lived together for 300 years. You cannot kill 3 million people. And you forget about the other 3 million that are outside waiting with money. You can hire more soldiers. Do you want to go down this road? I'm sure the Gokos don't want to wake up in the morning and have no food. Or the children don't want to go to school because there's no schools because everybody's fighting. And not one family in that country will not suffer from a war. You are not prepared for what will come. I've been in 4 wars. I've seen the horror of war. You talk like brave people and you don't care about the future. And to these people that talk about it's always the white man, the white man, the white man. Well, let's put it to you like this. The black man came from the north and you took the land from the people that were there. So who's the land thief? And the white man came and did a deal with you and you sold them stolen land. Now who's the thief? Do we need to go this route? And now when you don't like what's happening, you blame the white man? You came from the north. And you chased the indigenous people out. You pushed them away. And from the south came the whites. And they made deals with everybody. Either by cow, by treaty, by money, by something. And when it became a democracy or a government or whatever it was, when the British took over, the banks came. And who do you think controls all your banks? The Rothschilds, central banks. They control everything. To the Black Central Forum in the ANC Youth League. You have nothing to train for. You have no reason to train. And the only reason white people train is to protect themselves, to protect their families. And you should do the same. And you should worry about the politicians stealing your money, not the white man. There's people in South Africa keep crying about the land thieves and the settlers and the absolute nonsense. The only thieves were the people that came there from the north and took the land from the indigenous people, made deals with the whites and everybody else, and divvied up the land and sold the land for cows and for treaties and for whatever they could take. So who stole land and who sold stolen land? My challenge still states, I challenge every politician and every racist person that keeps coming up with this settlers nonsense and this land thief nonsense, meet me in international court or shut up. If black people want to be proud, start looking at your own countrymen, all of you. You were all born under an African sky, in a country, on a piece of land, and the land is not a color. Africa is not a color. And there's only one race in this world, and that's a human race. And every human that's born in a certain place is where he lives, and that's who he is, and that's where he will live. You need to go look at the statistics under the commission, the Truth Commission, run by Desmond Tutu. Where are you, Desmond Tutu? Did you run away now because it's too hot for you? In that commission, they proved that only 21,000 people died during 1948 and 1994. And most of it was black on black violence between the ANC and the IFP. Faction fights. Stop making the rhetoric. Now the wars between the Zulus and the British and the Zulus and the Xhosas and all the other stuff. You cannot count the number of the blood that flowed in this country. And over the years, you all fought each other and fought together. You have a rich history. And you're going down a path to nowhere. Look at North Africa. Every single one of them collapsed doing exactly what you're doing right now. This document from the ANC from 1993 is your reason why your economy has collapsed. Every single point on this document they have done. They stole everything. And here's the document and its proof. Right now you have three factions in the ANC, three. There's the Zuma camp, there's the Ramaphosa camp, and there's the ACE camp. And Zuma has blackmail on all of you. And soon there will be a bloodbath between this lot and everybody in the middle. This Black Forum is part of Zuma's camp. Who's funding them? Soros? Part of Zuma's son's little clique. Ramaphosa, also Soros. Who knows? But somebody's funding them. Somebody's got an end game. And you all just pawns. To all the municipality workers out there, what are you doing? So there's no money. So you burn down the truck that you can go to work with. You trash the trash cans because now there's no money. You can't get another one. Instead of trying to make it work for the other people and doing good, you burn, you break, you bust it up, and there's no more money. Then you go the next day and say, where is it? And then you get mad again. Where's the logic? And this is straight as best I can tell you. To all the foreign workers in South Africa working on farms, I suggest you leave. Because it's been told to us that they will come for you. Your lives are not safe. To all the farmers out there that have foreign workers on your land, pay them off, send them home for their own safety and yours. To all the foreign drivers, you're taking your life in your hand going to South Africa. They don't want you there. And the reason for this is because of the economy. And who screwed up the economy? You can't sell 5 apples and eat 5. You're not going to make money. Al Jazeera stated fact. The South African Reserve Bank is broke. They stole all the money. That means all your municipalities, all your government workers is not going to get paid. In the next few weeks, what's going to happen when there's no money? People will turn on each other. The UN stated the other day, South Africa has the highest murder rate in the world. Highest murder rate in the world. And whose fault is that? The white man? This is excuses. Whenever somebody uses racism, it's an excuse to not point a finger at the real problem. And the real problem is not race. It's corruption. It's the thieves. If it was me, I would go to the politicians who have billions of dollars, seize their accounts, and take the money back. Where's Malema? This so-called son of soil. He went to the BBC bank and he stole all the money from the Gokos, from the grandmothers, your grandmother. And his wife is living in a nice house now, in a nice car. And how are you living? And what's the point of having land if you put a shack on the land and you have no title? These people are using you. And you blame the white man? Look to one another to find solutions, not racism. Believe me, you do not want a war. And white men are only training to protect their families, and that's something you should do. Your women are getting raped, your children are getting chopped up for muti. The albinos, they take them for muti. Your little girls are being raped in the townships, and you do nothing. You let the Tutsis take your life, control you. The few, the very few, are making all of you suffer. You cannot blame white people. Land thieves, Really? Since 1652, land fees, and they make deals with you, your people. Since 1652, every single person born in Africa, in Southern Africa, is an African and a South African. They're not settlers, they're Africans. And the people that say any different are liars. They're just troublemakers, people looking for trouble, people that want war. They've never seen war before. Stop lying. And I want every white person in the country start calling them out. And these shooting range, whatever organizations or whatever, go there, protest, make a show of force, start exposing these people. And to the media, stop hiding behind racism to cover up what is not right. And to all the politicians in South Africa, where are you? All these people voted for you, but now the municipalities have no money, they can't pay their people. To all you politicians, you the criminals, you are the problem. You are not the solution, you are the problem. You make excuses, you blame, you want to take, you want to cover up what you're really doing. Ramaphosa, I know you and your two brother-in-laws want to steal Eskom and privatize it. With Chinese money that wasn't yours. It was lent to the government and you stole it. We know. Zuma knows. He also knows that you spied for the nationalist government too. Some like him. You're all traitors to your own people. Thabo Mbeki, Lakota, all those guys knew. And the one that knew the most was Chris Hani. Where is he today? He would have held you all accountable for what you did. Here we are 25 years later, and you are almost 30 years backwards. You didn't go forwards. You put all your people in shacks, and you still blame the white man? You've never seen war before. I have. You don't want war. Believe me. The white man is only training to protect his family. He does not want war. He wants to live in peace. He wants to take his children to school. He wants to have a job. That's all he ever wanted. If you cannot see that, then you are the problem. You are your own worst enemies. BBEE laws is a human rights violation. Taking somebody's land without paying for it is theft. So you stole the land from the locals, you sold it to the white man, and then you're taking it back now. You see what the narrative is? Do you like what I'm saying? No, you don't like what I'm saying, do you? Because you don't like the truth. Every white man in that country, every Indian in that country, every colored man in that country, and every black man in that country, and woman and child are Africans, South Africans, born there. End of story. They're not Europeans. They don't know nothing about Europe. Guerrilla warfare, guerrilla training for what? Mandela came out of jail. Supposed to be the Rainbow Nation. Well, guess what? They put Zuma in there. They put Ramaphosa in there. And guess what? Now you have the biggest mess you ever seen. You got no money, no jobs, and all the businesses are leaving because of people that are inciting racism. And no country in the world is going to invest in a place where they put their money in. Because it's white man money, you're going to say, I'm just going to take it because you're a settler. Who would want to be there? You have the highest murder rate in the world, highest rape rate in the world. Stop looking at the white man and look at yourselves, all of you. And instead of blaming one another, find a damn solution. Because the white man ain't going anywhere, and nor is the black man. So I call on all moderate blacks and all moderate whites and conservative who know what is right and wrong to stop this nonsense. Because if you want war, you don't know what's coming. And you do not want war. And the white man don't want war. He just wants to be left in peace. And after a while, you're going to push him too far. I've been begging all of you for peace, nothing more. Because I've seen what the war looks like. You don't want war. Because not one of your families will not suffer. So before you take that thought, and before you poison our children, and before you do the things that you do, and before you go on the farms and murder old people, gokos, because you're cowards, and rape 2-year-old babies, and go to the farm workers and molest their wives because they're on the farms because you can, and to the black farmers where there's nobody around so you can rape his wife and steal his money. Now remember, all you're doing is killing the other people because they're losing their food. So you're a bigger thief and a bigger murderer than anybody else. Because when there's no food, you're the bigger murderer. You're killing everybody. I'm angry today because you cannot call people land thieves just to make an excuse. Settlers, they're not settlers. They were born there. Nobody's been a settler since 100 years. More, 300 years. 300 years, and you come up with these lame things and you incite people that don't understand or know better. Because you chew chicken shit to meet me in international court and prove your case, because you don't have one. I can prove you the land thief. And you sold the stolen land to the white man. And now you want to steal it back again. Do you want to go that route? I'm out of here. And to all my black brothers out there that don't want this, you know what to do. Stop these people, because it's only a few. And embrace your brothers, Indians, coloreds, whites, and black brothers together. Find a solution and get rid of these Tutsis. And if you do that, I'll make you the richest country in the world. I'm out of here.